Welcome to the Active Transportation Funds portal walkthrough. This video will guide you through creating an account on the portal, locating an existing account, managing an account as an administrator, navigating the portal, and finally creating an application. Before we begin the walkthrough, I'd like to point out a feature of this video. By moving the cursor to the scroll bottom at the bottom, you'll see various sections. The topics covered in this video will be represented by these sections. You can also view these topics by clicking on the words next to the video's timestamp. Next, a sidebar will be visible on the right-hand side. Here you can move through the different sections of the video. Let's start by accessing the Housing, Infrastructure and Communities Canada portal, the link for which you can access on the Active Transportation Funds website. If this is your first time submitting an application to an HICC program, you will need to create an account. To do so, you will need to select the Canada Public Transit Fund and then register. Once reading and confirming the privacy notice statement, you can register your account by providing a valid email address and password. Enter the verification code. As a note, passwords must contain at least 8 characters from at least 3 of the following 4 classes: uppercase, lowercase, digit, and non-alphanumeric or special. Once you have logged in, you will then need to set up the information for your profile. You will note that mandatory fields are denoted with red asterisks. For your contact information, we would ask that you provide the most up-to-date information, since ATF analysts may use this information to reach out to you at any time with questions. Near the bottom of the page, you will see an opportunity to indicate that you belong to an existing organization. If you are unsure, select the Yes button and scroll through the list of existing organization names to see if your organization already exists in the HICC database. This will be the case if your organization has previously applied to an HICC program using this portal. If the organization exists, first you will need to select the organization from the list. The account administrator or owner will then have to approve your request to access or submit applications on behalf of the organization. However, if your organization has previously applied to an HICC program through the portal, but the account administrator or owner is no longer with the organization, or if you're unsure as to who the account administrator or owner is, you can contact HICC support by selecting the HICC support button at the top of the screen, or you can reach the support team at crm-support-soutiengrc@infc.gc.ca. You can also reach out to our program team at atf-fta@infc.gc.ca. You can find these email addresses in the description of this video. If you are registering your organization for the first time, you will click No. After saving this page, you will need to log out and log back in for the changes to take effect. This can be done by selecting your first and last name in the top right corner of the screen and clicking Sign Out in the dropdown. Once you sign out, you will be brought back to the HICC Funding Portal page. Click on the Canada Public Transit Fund. Then click on option 1, HICC Funding Portal Sign-In. Enter your login information that you just created and click Sign In. From this point, you will need to click on your name in the upper right-hand corner of the page and select Profile from the drop-down menu. Now on this page, you should have a third section called Manage My Organization. When you click on this, it will prompt you to create the information for your organization. Enter the legal name of your organization in both French and English. If a French translation is not available, you can copy and paste the English version in this box. If you are not part of an Indigenous organization, you will need to choose the appropriate type of organization from the drop-down menu and complete the address along with the postal code. Fill in the information on the primary point of communication. If you select yes, all of your information will be pre-filled from your profile. Next, you will have an option to enter a secondary point of communication, which we do recommend in case there is any turnover within your organization. At this point, you will have the opportunity to enter all of their information, but for the sake of this demonstration, we are just going to select no. If your organization is affiliated with another organization, you have the opportunity to click yes and enter some information on the relationship between the two organizations. However, if your organization is a standalone, you can click no. Finally, we will click Save. And now, at this point, we will log out of the account again, and then we will need to log back in for the changes to take effect. As a note, if you are the first person of your organization to create an account, you will automatically become the organization's primary officer for that account. It will be your responsibility to approve or decline any requests that come in from other members of your organization to access the portal, including to the Active Transportation Funds application form. The following instructions are on how to provide permission to other members of your organization. You can click on your name in the upper right-hand corner, select Profile, and then Manage Permissions, or you can select Manage Permissions from the Administration menu from this screen. Now you can see the contacts that have requested access, and you could provide them with the delegated authority as necessary. More information on the various roles available are listed in the step-by-step guide for capital projects. One of the options for levels of authority is to make a team member a delegate, which gives them the same account privileges as the account administrator or owner. I would now like to point out a few features on the homepage. If you click on the house icon at any time while in the portal, it brings you back to the page listing the various funds. To the right of the house icon, you also have the possibility to select your language of choice. Also, as previously shown, if you click on your name, select Profile, and this is where you can update your information. From the home screen again, if you select Canada Public Transit Fund, you can access your dashboard by selecting Manage Existing Applications. From the drop-down menu, if you select ATF Project Submissions, you will be able to see any applications that are submitted or in progress. In the top menu, you will see there is a drop-down for applicant guides, where you will find a shortcut to our step-by-step guide for capital projects, which will provide instructions for each step of the way while submitting your capital project application. Once again, the HICC support button will allow you to email our support team with any portal-related questions. And also from this screen, you can begin a new application. First, select Apply for Funding. Under Canada Public Transit Fund, click Apply. Under Active Transportation Fund, click Apply. And under Capital Project Submission, click on the Apply button based on your organization type. For each application you create, you will need to confirm you have read the privacy and third-party notice statement and confirm that your organization meets all of the eligibility requirements for the program. To create a submission, you will need to provide a project title. Please provide a concise and meaningful title. There is a limit of 300 characters for the title, and it cannot be changed after you click Apply on this page, so please double-check before moving ahead. You will then need to confirm your eligible organization type by selecting it from the dropdown. Note that if your project is approved, this project title will be used for public reporting. Now that you have created an application, you can return and edit it at any point by going to My Dashboard, selecting ATF Project Submission from the dropdown, and from there you can either select the title or select the Edit button from under the Action column. Further actions you can take from this column include printing your application to PDF using the print icon, or you can cancel an application. This now concludes our video on creating an account and accessing an application in the HICC Funding Portal. Thank you.